The wind howled through the cracks in the windows as Daniel tucked the last blanket around his sleeping daughter. A storm was rolling in, cold, ruthless, and early for October. The kind of night no one should be out in. Yet, as he reached to turn off the flickering lamp, a soft knock echoed through the silence. 3 hesitant knocks. Almost afraid to be heard. Daniel hesitated. He'd learned to be careful. Life had taught him that. But he opened the door anyway. There, standing soaked and shivering in the rain, was a girl no older than 20. Her hair clung to her face, and her expensive-looking coat was caked in mud. She looked like she'd just stepped out of another world and accidentally landed in his. I don't mean to intrude," she said, her voice shaking. "But my car broke down and my phone died. I saw the light. Could I just for tonight?" Daniel looked at her, really looked. She didn't belong to this rundown neighborhood, not in that coat, not with those eyes filled with fear and pride clashing. He could have said no. He should have. But then he thought of his own daughter, sleeping safely in the next room. "You can come in," he said. The girl said her name was Elena. She refused food at first, only accepting a cup of tea. She sat near the old heater, glancing nervously at the room, as though unsure if she was safer inside or out in the storm. Daniel didn't press. He wasn't one to ask questions. He offered her a towel, a warm corner, and silence. He had no idea who she really was. By morning, the storm had passed, but Elena stayed. She helped make breakfast, even convinced Daniel's 6-year-old daughter, Lucy, to eat her eggs with funny faces made from ketchup. She giggled when Lucy insisted she braid her hair. Daniel watched them from the doorway. He hadn't heard that much laughter in months. He asked again if she needed help getting somewhere. She hesitated, then lied. Said a friend was coming to pick her up. She'd be gone by noon. But noon came and went. No friend. And Daniel, somehow, didn't mind. Days passed. Elena stayed. She cleaned, cooked, played with Lucy, and once even helped fix a leaky pipe with Daniel under the sink, laughing when the water exploded in their faces. Daniel didn't ask again. He didn't want her to go. But small towns talk. And when Mrs. Halloran from the bakery came storming in, breathless and clutching her phone, Daniel's world flipped. "You know who that girl is?" she nearly shouted. "That's Elena Westwood. The Elena Westwood shipping heiress. She's been missing for 3 days. Police and press are swarming the city looking for her." Daniel didn't believe it. But when Elena came home that evening and saw the look on his face, she nodded quietly. "It's true," she whispered. "But I wasn't kidnapped. I ran away." Elena's world wasn't as golden as the tabloids painted. She'd grown up with money, yes. More than anyone could count. But not love. Her mother died when she was young. Her father, a cold tycoon, treated her like a pawn in a game. The breaking point came when he tried to force her into a marriage with a business partner's son, like a trade deal. She ran. No plan. Just desperation. "I never meant to stay this long," she told Daniel. "But this house, you and Lucy, it felt like the family I never had." Daniel was silent for a long time. Then he said, "You don't have to go back unless you want to. But running forever isn't living either." That night, Elena called her father. She agreed to meet, with conditions. She returned, not as a runaway, but as a woman who'd found her voice. And Daniel thought he'd never see her again. Months passed. Life returned to normal. Or tried to. Daniel took odd jobs to keep the heat on. Lucy kept asking when Miss Elena would visit again. He had no answer. Until one day, a black car pulled up outside their crumbling house. Elena stepped out, not in a designer dress, but jeans and a sweater. And with her, a man, her father. Stern. Intimidating. "I wanted him to see," she told Daniel. "To see where real love lives." To everyone's shock, her father sat down for tea. Watched Lucy play. Listen to Daniel speak about raising a child on minimum wage and maximum heart. He left, speechless. 3 weeks later, Daniel was offered a job managing a newly established Westwood Outreach Center focused on helping struggling single parents. The house got new windows. Lucy got a piano. And Elena? She came back. Again and again. Until one day, she didn't leave.